Hello everyone, welcome back to Momma Jo's Kitchen. This is like take two for me this morning. It seems like every time I turn around, it's either my little Shih Tzu over here is jumping up on my leg, or I got a little kitten wrapped around my leg. But I don't know what I would do without them because they're just like family to me. Anyways, I'm gonna just kind of go over a little bit of what I'm going to be making today. And you know, some people may like this recipe, some may not. We're going to actually work with venison, which is deer. And the part that I am fixing today is, they're back here playing. Tuck, Loki. They get very rambunctious during the day. And the part that we're going to be working on today is the tenderloin. I guess that's probably one of the most popular pieces. I'm not a big fan of deer myself, but my husband really loves it. And my brother actually brought this over, and my mother, how she always does it is she soaks the meat in salt water overnight. So she has already done that part for me. And I just wanted to show you, I have like two pieces here. This one is kind of like a thin, more like a steak. So I might leave that whole, or I might cut that in half. And this one's a little thicker, as you see. So I might cut some rounds for that part. And how my mother always fixed it was she would just take flour and salt and pepper, and she would dredge the pieces of meat into the flour mixture, and then she would fry it until it's got, you know, nice and crispy brown and done, you know, all the way through. But I found this recipe here that I wanted to try, and it's called Country Fried Venison. And it says, this is our favorite way to fix venison tenderloin, says Sandra Robinson of Fair Grove, Missouri. The marinade and coating eliminate the wild flavor in these tender, mouth-watering steaks. So we need some buttermilk. And I didn't have any in the refrigerator, but I did have some frozen. And I have a video on that if you want to see how you can save your buttermilk instead of throwing it away, how you can freeze it. But what I'm going to have to do now is I have to stick this in the microwave on a low temperature, and I will probably microwave it in 30-second on low increments until I get this completely thawed out, because we want to get a marinade made. So I'm going to get this marinade and everything. I'm going to bring you back for it, but I got to get like my meat cut up, and I need to get my my buttermilk thawed. And I'll bring y'all back and show you how we'll do that, because it's going to have to soak in the marinade for about 2 hours. And it'll just be a second for you. We'll be right back. Okay, I got that buttermilk thawed out in the microwave. I kept putting it in for on low for 30-second increments and stirred it. And I would have had about a cup, but I have about 3/4 a cup. I don't think that's going to hurt anything. I'm going to stick this back in the fridge along with that egg, because we don't need it right this second. Because like I said, we need to get our meat marinated. I could probably put this in a bigger bag, but I don't think I have that much meat in here. I have that one big piece. I'm going to leave it like in a form of a steak. And I'm going to stick it in this bag. And then I just took the other ones and kind of cut them like you would do a tender or a pork tenderloin, like in little medallions. And I'm going to get those put in the bag here. I thought about leaving it in this container, but I want to be able to make sure that the marinade gets coated really well on all the pieces. So it's all here in this bag. Okay, so it says we need to add soy sauce. It says 1/2 cup of soy sauce. And it says a half a cup of butter. So that's what I have here. I'm just going to go ahead and pour that over the meat. I thought that was kind of interesting because I would never have thought to put butter, you know, melted butter on the meat like that. I'm just going to kind of use this to hold my bag up. And then we need to add half a cup of soy sauce. And we'll use the same little liquid measure here. Loki is interested in the smell of that the deer. It's got his interest. Okay, there's about half of a cup. Half a cup of Worcestershire sauce. I never know if I'm saying that right. Okay. Hoping I have a half a cup. I don't think I have a half a cup. I have a new bottle, so I may have to crack open a new bottle. Alright, let me put you on pause a second because it takes a little time to open it up. That didn't take me as long as I thought it would. These new ones, some of them don't come with the paper like some of the other ones do. Okay, so this is half a cup of the Worcestershire sauce. And then, I'm afraid that's going to fall over. Let's see if I can lean it a little bit. This is optional. It says a half a teaspoon to 2 teaspoons of liquid smoke. I think Michael would like to have a smoky taste. So if you have liquid smoke, use it. If not, you don't have to use it. I think I'm going to do 2. There we go. Now, seal the bag and turn to coat. So I'm going to let out most of the air. Glad this has a double seal on it. And Loki, no, no, no. And I'm going to stick this in the refrigerator. And I'm going to refrigerate it for 2 hours. So I'm going to set my timer. I'll come back out and we'll get the egg and the buttermilk and the flour stuff ready. And we'll get these things fried up. And I'm sure Michael will be thrilled to give y'all a taste test. I know he's going to like it because I know my husband. I know his taste buds. So we'll be back very shortly. Hello everyone, we are back. Hey, listen, I marinated that steak, or not steak, the deer tenderloin venison in that bag, and you know, I thought that was weird that they said to put melted butter in there, because what do you think happened when I stuck it in the fridge for 2 hours? That butter solidified back up. So I don't know if it really did much when it come to flavoring the meat or not. I was just following these directions. It said in a large resealable plastic bag, combine the soy sauce, the Worcestershire sauce, butter, and liquid smoke if desired. Add steaks. Seal bag, turn to coat, refrigerate for 2 hours. I did that. In a shallow bowl over here, combine the egg and the buttermilk, and I whisked them up together over here. And in another bowl, which we have over here, I have 1 cup of flour and 2 teaspoons of seasoned salt. Okay. Back here is the meat, but you know, I had to pick off a lot of the hard pieces of butter that solidified, and I did not throw the butter out. Here it is, because I might end up putting some in here as I'm frying these steaks up. Now it only calls for 2 teaspoons of vegetable oil. My pan is hot. I'm just going to go with a tablespoon, which is a teaspoon more than what they're calling for. You know, so I mean, I'm not going to knock it. I haven't, you know, made deer tenderloin like this before. Like I said, I've always, you know, done it just the way my mother, you know, showed me how to do it. And I want to try this way to see, you know, if it's any better doing it this way. So, depending, I might use some of that butter. I don't know. We'll see. So let me get some of this, let me get this big deer steak here. The one I didn't cut. Right here. And I'm going to put it down here in this buttermilk egg mixture and coat it. Okay, and I'm just going to put it over here in this flour mixture here. Just like so. Easy enough. Just trying to make sure I get the flour on it really good well. Okay. Let me get some of that oil. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get that one in the pan. Get these little pieces here all put in here. And it says here, drain the steaks, discarding marinade, dip steaks in the buttermilk mixture, then roll in flour mixture in a large skillet over medium-high heat. I've got mine on medium, because my stove medium is like medium-high. Cook steaks in oil for 12 to 14 minutes. And it says, turning occasionally, or until meat thermometer reads 160. Okay, so I'm going to get the rest of these dredged in the flour. I'm going to get the other ones in here. I might add some of that solidified butter pieces, you know, along with that, because I want to make sure I have enough, you know, oil and fat to fry my meat in. And I'll bring you back. I thought I'd bring you all down and show you. I did add some of those butter solids back into this. And here it is after I turned it once. The little pieces and all. I'm just going to fry them till they're done. And that's all there is to it, folks. And Michael will be back, give you all a taste test, and he'll let you know what he thinks. Thanks for watching.
How you doing, YouTube? Here to taste test the marinated and fried venison tenderloin. Tender. Look at that. Mmm. Mmm. Perfect. Didn't even need a knife, it's hot. Tender, didn't need a knife at all. Excellent flavor. If you didn't know, you'd swear this is beef. So for those people out there that aren't sure about venison, deer meat, that sort of thing, this is delicious. Just bite it right off. 2 thumbs up. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Check out Momma Jo's videos, make you some. Thank you.